Welcome you all for the presentation on Management by Objectives, shortly known as MBO. I am Dr. K.T. Kalishelvi, working as Associate Professor in the Department of Management Studies. Management by Objectives, MBO, is an important concept used by most of the organizations like Roots Industries in Coimbatore, Pune Sugars. Most of the organizations are nowadays implementing and using the concept of management by objectives. Before entering into the topic of management by objectives, we have to clearly understand how to frame an objective. Objective is framed based on goals. There is certain differences between goal and objective. So goal means it is a broader statement of an organization, that is entire view. It shows clear picture of the organization. Say for example, the goal of the organization may be profit maximization or shareholders wealth maximization or customer satisfaction, any goal. We can take example. Based on the goal, the objective should be framed. The objectives are short-term goals or medium-term goals. It should be clear in nature. Based on the goals, the goal is divided into sub-goals. That is known as objective. So it should be clear, short-term in nature, and also it's a time bound. Say for example, within 6 months we have to get this much of customers, and we have to achieve this much of target. Like the organizations fix objectives for each of the department and they are implementing the objectives. So the objective should be smarter one. That is, objective should be specific one. It should not contain entire view of the organization. It should clearly say what the employees have to do, and also it should be measurable. That means how the employee is performing. We can measure through the objectives, and it should be attainable or achievable. The objectives, when framing the objectives, it should be attainable by the employees, and also it should be relevant to the goal of the organization. For example, the objective is profit maximization of the company means, based on the objectives, the increasing of productivity or reaching maximum number of customers or reaching maximum markets. Likewise, the objectives will be framed for a certain time period and communicated to the employees within the organization. So relevant is very important. Also, objectives are time bound. For example, for 1 month period the objectives will be given, or regularly the objectives will be assigned to the employees and monitored by the management. So the objectives and the goals should be smarter one. So before implementing the concept of MBO, the objective should be clearly defined. So MBO means management by objective. It is a management model based on objectives. The objectives should be agreed between the management and employees. Both employees and management will sit together and they frame the objectives of the organization, and all the objectives should be communicated to the employees. That is, specific objectives will be framed for each employee and the employees would follow that objectives. The major aim of the concept of MBO is achieving the strategic goal of the organization by assigning specific objectives to the employees. That is, sum of achievement of all individual goals can be achieved, and the strategic goal of the organization can finally be achieved by the organization. So these are the principles of MBO. So if the organization is going to implement the concept of MBO means they have to follow some principles. The first principle is setting goals together. That means the organization and employees, they have to sit together and they have to frame the objectives for the employees. Then the second principle is periodically evaluation. That is, after fixing the objectives will be communicated to the employees, and the employees should work to achieve the objectives of the assigned objectives for them, and based on the objectives they have to get support from the management. So the superiors have to give entire support to the employees and focus on goals. That is, they have to work on objectives, achievement of targets. That is very important. Not on methodology. They have to focus on objectives and and they should not focus on methodologies or procedures to be followed by them. So the next we will see the process of MBO. So the process of management by objectives contains 6 steps. The first step is define organizational goals. As I said, the objectives and the goals of the organizations are the desired end results of the organization. So the employees have to work towards the achievement of end points. Based on the achievement of end results, their activities will be framed and done by the employees. So each employee has to understand their individual role in the organization. So they have to work towards the objectives assigned for them. So next step is continuous monitoring performance and progress. So after framing the goal and specific objectives of the employees, so the management has to monitor regularly what is the progress of the employees, how they are working, whether any improvement, how they are achieving. So day by day they monitor the performance of the employees. Then after regular monitoring, after some period, performance evaluation will be done by the management. There are some methods like 360-degree performance appraisal method and 720-degree. Nowadays many organizations have implemented 720-degree performance appraisal method for evaluating the performance of the employees. Also the employees can evaluate themselves by self-evaluation. So they can make evaluation how they are performing in the organization. So what is the objectives assigned for them, how far they achieved the objectives. Likewise they can make evaluation. So the employee makes self-evaluation and also the management will also make the performance evaluation of the employees using some methods. So after measuring the performance of the employees, the feedback will be given to the employees. What is their current status, how the employees are performing and what are the areas they need improvement. So based on the evaluation of the employees, the training need will be identified and training will be given to the employees also. Then after some training given, what is the current performance of the employees will be measured, and if the employees are performing good well means they should be appraised. So for performance appraisal, financial incentives can be given, non-financial methods of performance appraisal can also be implemented, like they can be rewarded, and financial motivation can be done like incentives or some increments, like the employees can be given performance appraisal. So this is the process of MBO. So even though the management by objectives concept has a lot of advantages, like good communication and good motivation can be done, then the training needs will be identified and the training will be given to the employees based on the performance. Some demerits are also there. So what are the demerits means? So each and every time the objective should be framed. So this process, MBO process, will be continued as a cycle. That is, objectives will be framed. After some time period, again some objectives will be framed and assigned to the employees. So this process will be continued as cycle. So again and again, the management has to frame the objectives and they have to monitor the employees' performance regularly. The progress will be monitored. So this is a difficult task for the management. Setting of objectives and monitoring will be difficult. Also, sometimes the employees feel bureaucratic. That means they are forced towards the objectives and they are not allowed to concentrate on the methodology or process of the activities to be performed. So they feel frustration. So there is no flexibility for them. So likewise, a lot of demerits are also there in MBO. Hope you understand the presentation. Thank you.